Hi, my name is Shibu and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about 5 productivity apps that has helped me over the last several years. It's made my life easier and I thought I'll share this on this video here today, hoping that it'll be useful for you. All of the apps that I'm going to talk about here today are free. You don't have to pay anything for it. They do have some upgrade options, so if you like them and if you want more advanced options, you can go ahead and purchase it. And I'm only talking about these because I personally used them for several years and I found them to be very useful. So have you ever posted something on social media or sent out an email only to find out later that you had a silly typo or grammatical error in it that kind of makes you want to cringe? You kind of feel embarrassed about it later. Well, that's where a service like Grammarly will help you out. Grammarly is an online service which helps you create better sentences. It's available as a Google Chrome extension. The way that it works is if you're typing an email in Gmail or any other web-based service, it actually checks your sentence as you type it, and it makes suggestions for typos or grammatical errors. It even suggests that you restructure the sentence so that it sounds better. So it's not just a spelling check tool, but it also fixes your grammar and also recommends ways that you can structure your sentence in a more meaningful way. So Grammarly is available as Google Chrome extension, or you can install it as an app on your phone. I have only used the Google Chrome extension so far, and because it kind of gives you a peace of mind that your sentences are double checked and there is no errors when you send it. The second application I want to talk to you about is LastPass. LastPass is a service that helps you store all your online password in one place. I'll tell you why it's important. These days, a lot of applications that we use, productivity applications, communication applications, shopping, e-commerce sites, banking, everything is done online. So I personally probably have around 100 accounts in different websites throughout, and all of these accounts do have some kind of username password authentication. Now it's impossible to remember passwords in all these places, and sometimes people tend to write down these passwords or keep a document of passwords or keep a book of all these passwords, which is not a good idea. And sometimes people just use the same password in all the different sites. Have you ever experienced when you try to log on to some service, maybe you haven't used it recently, but you try to log on and get something done and you just cannot remember the password? Now you have to go and reset the password, send an OTP. The whole process is frustrating and it can take time away from you, right? The LastPass software stores all your website login information, including username, email, and password, and syncs it between your different devices. It has extensions for various browsers and apps for iOS, Android, and Windows operating systems. The LastPass web browser extension automatically fills your user ID and password when you visit a site's login page. It has a nifty password generation feature that can help generate complex passwords with various alphanumeric and special character combinations. So it saves you time and energy when trying to create a unique password for a website. The third set of applications I want to talk about are note-keeping apps. Now, you may already be using one, but if you're not, you're missing out on a lot. So from time to time, you have to retrieve some personal information like social security number or a bank account number or your driver's license number. A lot of people do remember these by heart, but I don't. I cannot remember any of these numbers by heart. So I have to keep them all listed and arranged in a central place where I can go and get it whenever I want to. The way that I do it is I take photographs of all these documents and use either Google Keep or Evernote to arrange them. So whenever I need access to them, I know I can just retrieve it from anywhere I am. The other use of these note-keeping apps is for your day-to-day use. You might want to make lists. Maybe it's grocery shopping list or to-do lists or any kind of list. You can use these apps for that. Or if you're in meetings, you want to take down some notes. If you're ideating, you're on the go, you have some thoughts, you want to write it down, you can use it for journaling. So these apps will definitely help you on a day-to-day basis to improve productivity by helping retrieve information much faster, help you track all your thoughts and your ideas in one place, help you organize your life by creating to-do lists and so on. So if you're not using these apps to organize your life, I would definitely recommend using one of them. You can pick any one of them. I use Google Keep and Evernote. Another popular app that I use is Simplenote. It's made by the makers of WordPress. Simplenote is also it's more like a notepad, where it's a very simple, lightweight app, and you can install it on your phone, PC, web application is available, and it's basically like a notepad. So whatever notes that you put in there, it's going to be synced and available everywhere. So the advantage with that is it's very lightweight and it's very fast to open, and it stores all the data locally. So even if you don't have internet connection, the data is still available. And as soon as the internet connects, and if you made any changes to the notes, it syncs across all the devices. So if you found this video to be helpful so far, I would really appreciate if you can click the like button below and maybe even subscribe to this channel. This will encourage me to make more similar videos that are useful for you. So the fourth application I want to talk to you about is called Calendly. Calendly is useful for people who often have to schedule meetings with people who are outside your organizations. It might be direct meetings, face-to-face meetings, or even remote meetings that you would either call in or do a Skype call or something like that. Usually when you have to schedule a meeting with someone, you'll have to send out an email and find out when they are available for a meeting. They might be in a different time zone, so you'll have to match the time zones. You'll have to send few emails to and fro before you both can kind of lock in on an available time slot that works for both of you. Calendly will make that process easier. The way that it works is Calendly integrates with your online calendar, like Google Calendar, or with your Google Office calendar or your Office 365 calendar, and then it provides you with a link that you can send to the other party, and you can request the other party to just click on the link and book a time that works for them. So that way they can book a time slot that works for them, and it will automatically add a calendar entry for both yourself and for the other party. So in the past you may have to send 2 or 3 emails before you can lock in on a time, but using Calendly you can just get it done with just one email. The other advantages is that you can use your Calendly link in your emails or your website or in your marketing campaigns. The fifth application I want to talk about is audio conferencing application. One conferencing application that I really loved in the past many years that I've used is Uber Conference. I've used Skype, Hangouts, and Uber Conference. Now, the thing that I like about Uber Conference is that attendees don't have to download anything onto their PC or their phone to attend that call. They can just click on a link on their PC, and the browser will get them online to that meeting right away. So you can, if the attendee is using a computer, they just have to click on the link and attend the meeting. Or if they are on the phone, they can just dial a conference phone call number and join the call. Now, this is available as a free service. Of course, they do have more advanced paid service, which adds a lot of advanced features to this. The few things that I like about it is that it gives you a ready-to-use URL that you can send out in your meeting notes. You can give the phone number and the PIN code that users can either dial in with their phone or use the link to join their meetings. The other thing is, after the meeting, you can also log into the Uber Conference website and you can see the summary of the meetings, and you can also download that meeting for your meeting notes. Thanks for watching this video. I would love to hear from you. Are there any other applications that you're using that you found to be very helpful, that increases your productivity? And if you have any questions or comments, do post them below. And if you have not already subscribed or liked this video, please, I would appreciate if you can do that now. And I'd love to hear from you.